Hey, what's up, everybody? New video blog. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd, I believe. How's everybody going? I'm sitting on a tiny ass chair right now. You guys don't even want to see how tiny this chair is right now. Alright, I'm gonna show you. Look at this shit. This is nothing. But anyway. This video is going to be about a book I just finished reading, and my god, was it a great freaking book. I'm going to show you my library for a second. Check it out. I got a lot of shit here I'm excited to read. My Bookie Book by Russell Brand. I haven't read it yet. Pretty excited to read it. I have a lot of books I haven't even read yet. But here's the book I finished yesterday. The Long Walk. Great freaking book. Let me tell you why and what lessons I have learned as a result of reading it. So, let's see. Some of you might have actually seen the movie because it became a movie. So the book is called The Long Walk, The True Story of a Trek to Freedom, and the movie was called The Way Back. So basically what this book is about is this guy who it was during the 1930, like late 1930s, beginning of World War II, and it speaks of a man who lived near the Russian border in Poland. And he basically used to be a soldier in the Polish military. And he lived right by the Russian border, so the communist secret police of the time basically arrested him under false pretext that he was a spy for the Polish or something like that. So they brought him in with no evidence whatsoever into a Russian prison where they basically tortured him. Oh, I gotta stretch my neck, it's pretty tight. They basically tortured him for months straight and tried to get him to sign this paper, but they wouldn't ever let him know what the paper was. And they kept trying to make him sign it, saying that if he just signed it, then he would be alright. He'd be free or whatever. And it was probably they were probably trying to make him sign a paper that said that he did in fact do the crimes they were trying to accuse him of. And he knew that if he were to sign that paper, it would mean certain death. Long story short, they got him to sign it because they drugged him and somehow made him sign it. And they sent him to a Siberian prison camp and said that he would have to have 25 years of hard labor. You know what that even means, 25 years? And he, after all this torture, was sent on a train from all the way where he was in Russia to a Siberian prison camp. And not even that, when he got off at the stop, the train stop, I mean, it's just a horrific story with people going through horrific conditions. People literally dying on the train because they're not being fed. There's no waste control. The temperatures are insanely cold. You know, it's hell. And he gets to this train stop and he has to walk 1,000 miles in the blistering cold with nothing but a little piece of bread and some coffee every day. I mean, guys were dying daily on this trip. And anyway, he finally got to the prison camp, and after a couple of months he developed an escape plan. And I'm not going to go too much into detail, but he basically ended up escaping with a couple guys, and he walked 4,000 miles, hence the name The Long Walk, all the way to India from Siberia. I mean, this guy went through deserts, mountains, blistering cold, something that me and you of the luxurious days, or you and I for proper English, of these days of luxury and instant gratification, most likely wouldn't be able to make it. Most likely. Maybe we do. I mean, we do have the capacity for unbelievable things. So that's what I want to get into today. It's that we most likely have... Hold on a second. We most likely have so much more potential than we think we have. I mean, so much more. Why? Because we're so used to thinking that we're weak. I mean, we've been raised thinking we're weak. Did you ever, let me ask you this, have to starve for more than a day? Did you ever sleep outside in the blistering cold? Have you ever been taken away from somewhere against your will and shoved into a place where you were tortured? Have you ever faced an intense hardship? I mean, I'm not talking about, some girl not liking you, or failing a test, or not getting into the college that you wanted to get into, or your car breaks down, or any of those little things. Have you ever faced intense hardship and crawled out of it? If you have, I mean, we all have our little battles, and you must congratulate yourself for coming out of them alive. I mean, just the fact that you survived till this day. I mean, however old you are. Most people that watch my videos are 17 to 25 years old. So you've survived thousands of days already, which is statistically great if you think about it, because of all the things that might have happened to you, car accidents, poison foods, etc. But the point is, here we are today with all this raw potential, and what are we doing to use it? That's why I had a watch called the Ticker, which I recently lost, and I'm hopefully going to find soon, which reminded me that, I didn't have forever to live. And right now is when I have to use my potential. I'm in my 20s basically, so I don't have that much time to have this energy. A couple of years, and then you're in your 30s. A couple of years and you're in your 40s. After that, your energy levels start to go down, unless you, of course, take care of yourself, exercise, etc. But it's not the same as when you are in your 20s, so don't make the mistakes now. Use your potential. You have a lot fucking more than you think. And if you don't believe me, read this book. Alright, guys, so I invite you to take on bigger responsibilities in your lives and really go for what you want. Done.